What are the risks of sorry, I lost the question. What is the no, sorry. I wish I could see this on the screen like you guys do. What is the risk of relying too heavily on manual data entry? Time, right? Human error is a big thing about that. A lot of our agents that we implement, their goal, right, is to, as I always say, have the human operator relax a little, right? So if that variance for one of these different agents is too high, will it reset itself, or would it be a human operator that's going to come in, shut down the production line, try and fix something that actually doesn't need it to be fixed, right? There's going to be variances in all types of different time, temperature, all of these different things. We just have to know in that variance, is it something that needs to be fixed so it's overshooting each time, right? Or is it something that we absolutely need to be able to just let kind of happen and relax a minute before it fixes itself? That when we have manual data, we don't have the ability and wherewithal of the system to check that, and that's going to be a big just time suck for us, right? It's a huge inefficiency, and hopefully by decreasing that inefficiency, you'll be able to mine funds out of the organization to pay for that new technology, right? Let's see. Let's see. Why is it so difficult for manufacturing systems to share reliable data across planning, production, maintenance, and inventory? Because people put in the data differently, right? Because there is no data hygiene in the organization. So someone from production likes to see the data this way, and someone from maintenance likes to see the data this way, and someone from inventory prefers to see the data this way. So it's going to take a unified strategy to get everyone marching in the same direction. But at least they have data, right? Like, at least we're not guessing in all of these different things. But there needs to be some sort of organizational process that we bring in for data maturity, and that's a big piece of this, right? So let's see. That's a big no. It's not easy to get everyone on the same page to what each terminology means. And how do you train the new people on the terminology, right? Because they might be coming from another organization where they called it something different. So we need, do you have a data dictionary? Like, are all of these things documented, or is this just in your culture that like this is how you talk about certain things? I mean, especially in our industry, who's ever walked into a meeting and been like, there's 4,000 acronyms in here, and I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. Even though I've been in this industry, I've worked for a similar company before, but I still don't know what we're talking about, right? Because each organization is a different culture and speaks its own language, especially when it comes to data. So how do we, lift the veil on that? Especially if we have people that are doing some data gatekeeping, right? They want to be valuable to the organization. So they're pulling these things into tribal knowledge, and we need to be able to excavate those from the person, because God forbid they leave the organization. We hope that they don't, right? But someday, someone's going to leave your technical team that did all of this code for an ERP system that's 30 years old that nobody really knows what that does, right? So they don't want to change it because it might break the system. So they're like slowly layering things over it, yet they have no idea what it's actually built on, right? And that is a huge risk for the organization for sure.